Hello guys, today we will do a problem on strength of material. This is based on stress and strain diagram. So this is very basic and very important question. So it have 5 parts. The in question we have given stress strain diagram. Stress is given in KSI, kilopound per square inch. Basically it is in imperial units. So what we have to find based on graph, we have to find modulus of elasticity, yield strength using 0.2% offset method, permanent deformation if material is loaded to 8 ksi, permanent deformation if material is loaded to 34 ksi, and find whether material is ductile or brittle. So we will do it one by one. First we have to find modulus of elasticity. So where we all know from Hooke's law, stress is directly proportional to strain, and this proportionality can be removed by using constant which is known as Young's modulus of elasticity. So this relationship only applicable up to elastic limit. Elastic limit is the point up to which graph is straight line. Stress strain diagram is straight line. So this is elastic limit because graph is straight line at this point. After this curve is non-linear. So what we have to do for Young's modulus, as we can all see, Young's modulus will be stress by strain, so it will be slope of that straight line up to elastic limit. So how can we find? We can look value from here. So at strain equals to 0.02, strain equals to 0.02, how much stress we can see? Stress will be 12.5. At strain equals to 0.02, stress will be 12.5 ksi. So what will be Young's modulus stress by strain? 12.5 divided by, you can also say this is theta, then this will be tan theta. Because how we can find slope? We can find slope by tan theta. So E will be, this is very simple calculation, it will be 6250 ksi. First part we have covered. Now in second part, yield strength using 0.2% offset. This is very important concept. So what is the meaning of 0.2% offset? So in 0.2%, how much strain will be? 0.2 divided by 100, it will be 0.002. So strain is 0.02. This is our strain. So in 0.2% offset method, what we do, we draw a parallel line to initial line which is passes through origin. So basically we draw a parallel line to this line. So how can we draw it? I can show you here more clearly. So you can draw a line coinciding with this. So we have to draw a parallel line that pass through 0.02. How we can do that? We can move it. So this line basically parallel to this and passing through 0.02. So where it intersect, that will be our yield strength. So stress value corresponding to this point will be 25 ksi. So in second part we have to find yield strength. So 0.2% offset method we have drawn in this graph also. Part B, parallel line to initial line, and the stress corresponding to that will be our yield strength. In part C we have to find permanent deformation if material is loaded to 8 ksi. So we can see that 8 ksi lies in the elastic limit, because up to, we can see up to 12.5 ksi graph is linear straight line. So means it lies within 8 ksi will lie within elastic limit. So what is the meaning of elastic limit? Elastic limit signifies that if we stretch or compress a material within elastic limit, it will regain its original position. So when we remove the load, it will regain its original position. So if it is regain its original position, then what will be deformation? Deformation will be zero, because we have, let's say this is a bar, and we have loaded this by a tensile load. If we remove the load, if this load lies within elastic limit, then it will regain its original position, means the elongation will retrieve back. So the net deformation will be zero. So the basic conclusion is that if we apply load uh, within elastic limit, and if we remove it, then material will regain its original position. So there will be no net elongation in this case. So answer of C part will be 0. Now in D part we have loaded up to 34 ksi, 34 ksi. This one we have load in material up to 34 ksi. Okay, and then we have removed load. Then what will happen? Material will retrace its path parallel to initial line that passed through origin, this line. So we will draw a line parallel to this from this point. So that will be our permanent deformation, this one. And this one will be elastic recovery. So this is very important concept. This is elastic recovery, and this one permanent deformation. So if material is loaded beyond elastic limit, then it will retrace its path, but it will not reach to its original position. There will be always some permanent deformation. So from in this part we can see the permanent strain will be 0.04. Permanent strain is 0.04. So how we can find deformation? We know strain is given by change in length divided by original length. So original length is given as 2 inch. L is given in question, L equals to 2 inch. So then what will be delta L? Permanent deformation will be 0.08 inch. Last part is very simple. We have to tell whether the material is ductile or brittle. So we already know that brittle material have very little deformation. The graph of brittle material is generally this one. The value of strain will be very less. While ductile material, there is sufficient deformation. So from by observing the graph we can say that this graph is for ductile material. So if you have any queries you can comment. Okay, thank you.